Moving abroad as a Black woman, separating fact from fiction. Hi and welcome to today's video. We are going to be talking about the top 10 fears or misconceptions that Black women may have about moving abroad and how to address or overcome these concerns. So the number one myth is you'll be the only Black person in your new country. This may be a fear for some, but the reality is that there are Black people living all over the world. It is important to do your research and find out about the demographics of the place you are considering moving to, and to also look for online communities or groups of people with similar interests as yourselves. Yeah. Then the number two myth is that you won't be able to find hair care products for your natural hair. This may have been true in the past, but today there are so many products for natural hair care, both online and in stores. Do your research and find out what products are available in your new location, or consider packing some of your favorites from home. I cannot even begin to tell you, in 2000 and sometime about 2012, I was living in Myanmar. At the time it was called Burma. And I actually used to sell this hair piece. So trust me, you'll always find something for your hair care product, yeah? And then myth number three is that you will face more racism or discrimination in your new country. Unfortunately, racism, tribalism, discrimination exists everywhere, but it is important to remember that every country and culture is different. So you want to do your research and find out about the history and culture of your new home, and to also seek out organizations and communities that can support you. It also will be helpful for you to learn the language, especially if you are moving to a country whereby maybe English is not widely spoken. There's nothing that will make it easier for you to be welcomed with open arms than speaking the language of your host country. And then number four myth is that you won't be able to find Black-owned businesses or a sense of community. Again, it is important to do your research and find out what resources are available in your new location. Look for online groups or organizations that cater to Black-owned businesses or communities, and consider reaching out to them before you arrive. You can consider also going through different Facebook groups that are mature enough and cater for the country where you are willing to relocate to. And then the myth number five is that you won't be able to adapt to the culture or customs of your new country. This is a common fear for anyone moving to a new place, but the reality is that most people are able to adapt and to learn new customs over time. Excuse me. It is important to be open to learning and be respectful of the culture of your home, and you're just gonna have a good time. And trust me, it's never that bad. Like, I remember living in Afghanistan, living in Pakistan, and at the beginning I found it very difficult to be in a burqa, but with time I adapted so quickly, and I could wear my burqa and be covered all up in Pakistan in 50 degrees centigrade weather. Trust me, it is doable. And then the myth number six is that you won't be able to find work or succeed professionally in your new country. This may be a concern, but the reality is that Black women and men are successful professionals all over the world. Yeah, so do your research and find out about the job market in your new location, and consider networking or connecting with other professionals in your field. But here on the channel, I have also talked about why it is important to identify which jobs are in demand in which province, so that you can be able to align yourself with your location. So before you even leave your home country, ask yourself, I am an accountant, I am going to Canada. In which province are accountants in demand? I am a nurse. Which countries are currently paying nurses well? Which countries are easy to immigrate to? If I want to go to the US, for example, then it helps to do the NCLEX exam. If I want to go to Canada, for example, it helps to do the NCLEX exam before I even leave my country, so that it's going to be easy for me to get the job. If I am a software engineer, they are currently in demand all over the world. I may want to apply for that software engineering job even before I leave my country. There are currently so many job fairs around, and most of them are being done virtually. For example, right now, New Brunswick employers are currently hiring in 34 different occupations which are being prioritized, and a lot of people are submitting their profiles and getting invited for interviews. So consider taking advantage of platforms such as LinkedIn. Take advantage of virtual job fairs. If you have a tourist visa, you can visit your country that you intend to move to. Start networking with potential employers. Find out what are the job requirements. Tailor your CV to your destination country's format. Yeah, those are just a few ways to increase your chances of getting hired as soon as you get into that country, or even before you leave. Connect with other professionals in your field. And then the 7th myth is that you'll be homesick and unable to assimilate to your new home. Homesickness is a natural feeling when you move to a new place, but it's important to remember that it is temporary. Try to stay connected with your loved ones back home, and also make an effort to explore your new location and find activities and groups that interest you. You can also consider visiting different locations outside of your home country, outside of your hometown, probably on a solo basis, so that you start getting the hang of living away from the familiar territories, familiar activities, familiar events, familiar people, and start adapting to life without the familiar. Number 8 myth is that you will be in danger or face physical harm in your new country. This may be a concern, but it is important to remember that danger and harm can exist anywhere. It is also a good idea to be aware of your surroundings and take precautions, but don't let fear hold you back from exploring and experiencing new things. Myth number 9 is that you'll be unable to maintain relationships with loved ones back home. With the internet and social media, it's easier than ever before to stay connected with loved ones no matter where you are. Make an effort to stay in touch and consider using video or scheduling regular phone or video calls so that you are constantly in touch with your people and you don't have to worry about losing contact with those people that are important to you. I hope that these strategies that I have given about overcoming these myths that are going rounds on the internet and everywhere else are being helpful to you, and give you some ideas for how to navigate your journey to relocate abroad. Good luck, and thank you for staying with me to the end. I will see you on the next one. Bye.